tomorrow. Also wanted to pass on to you some of the sponsors for today's remote Covington County Hospital: Legacy Chevrolet in Collins, Priority One Bank, St. Luke Home Health, Covington County Bank, Feeders Milling, Covington County Supply, Stock Pro Animal Health, Holland Auto Parts, and Woolwine Auto Dealerships. Joining us now, someone from one of those sponsors, the president of the mortgage division at Priority One Bank, Sam Whitehead. Sam, good to see you.
Hey, good to see you, sir. Thanks for the invite.
You bet. So you got the big festival coming up tomorrow. Marie Shoemake from the Chamber of Commerce gave us a rundown of all the activities scheduled. Sounds like it's going to be a big deal.
It will be, yeah. And Miss Marie is in charge of it and does a fantastic job each and every year.
You can certainly detect her passion about the event. No doubt about that. 35 years.
That's a long time. Isn't it?
Yeah. Well, that means it's a success.
Well,
continue doing
and
it.
She's got it down pat. You come into town, it's all organized. Things are ready to roll, and invite everyone to come out and enjoy. It's going to be a beautiful day tomorrow. As far as
it's supposed to be. Yeah, absolutely. So tell us about Priority Bank and your presence in Covington County and Collins.
Priority One was in 1903, so I guess it's been around a long time.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, it was originally state bank.
Excuse me, Priority One. I said Priority. Part
that's
of that.
Okay. But, 1903, it was State Bank and Trust, like 37 other banks named State Bank and Trust so, at some point, and then we got to Citizen State Bank, and then there were 47 Citizens, and so then we changed over to Priority One, and we're the only Priority One, so we don't get confused with anyone.
Gotcha. So a unique, distinctive brand in that respect.
It definitely is. So it's been very good for the county. We stretch all the way from Jackson to Hattiesburg, basically, and a little bit eastward toward Morton. So cover a lot of territory in Mississippi.
Sure. So got to ask you, what's it like writing mortgages these days?
Well, interest rates kind of went up a little bit. It's not as busy at 7% as it was at 2.75, but the market has come around in the last few months. Then again, it's spring. Flowers are blooming. Mama wants a house. And so business is good right now. Interest rates are going to be fairly steady. I know you hear the term higher for longer, and I 100% believe that. So we're going to stick around this level for, I would say, probably the next year sometime. Then we might see the markets move a little bit.
Well, we got the jobs report out this morning, and unemployment actually ticked up a little bit. Markets like that, and I noticed that the 10-year to which mortgage rates are tied, it fell rather sharply.
Right. I have one of those little super secret sites, and it was 65 basis points to the good this morning. So a little tick down. That'll come down probably at 8th on the rate for every 50 basis points. So if you were sitting thinking 7 1/4, you're looking at 7 1/8 now.
Okay. Yeah. So you have any feel for when we might see us break through 7, get back into 6s at this point?
Yeah. Spring next year.
Okay.
Yeah. I think we're in for a little tough haul through election. Typically, you would see something in October, right before. Yeah. They may go down on the prime rate a little bit, but I think mortgage rates are going to stay elevated for a little while.
Well, Fed Chairman Jerome Powell, of course, spoke earlier this week, and it's kind of hard to discern exactly what he says, and he's non-committal on anything, and that's part of that role whenever he makes remarks out in public like that, gives a report. But he did say that they're going to continue to adopt policy that they believe will push inflation down to their target of 2%. Thus far, I think they've been a little surprised that monetary policy hasn't achieved that.
Yeah, it's hung around. Inflation's here. It's going to be here for a little while, and therefore the rates are going to stay elevated, in my opinion. I'm not him. But I love, his remarks yesterday. Everybody was so excited because he said we're not going to have a rate increase.
Right, exactly.
It wasn't that we're going to lower the rates. It's just that we're not planning on increasing those. So stock market's doing real well, I think, when I left the office. And bond
up
market
400
also,
a minute ago.
So,
bond market too. So, well, we'll see where all that goes. But one question I have for you, Sam, is have you seen that the increase in rates has affected demand and supply such that perhaps we're seeing a pullback of housing prices, of home prices?
No, house prices are
still hadn't done that.
Still level. The main thing is the folks that have the 2 3/4, the 3.5 rates, they're not selling their houses.
Yeah. No inventory.
Right. Well, there's no reason you can't get what you have.
Yeah.
If you had a 2,400 square foot house and you had it in 3.5, you're not going to go get a 3,000 square foot house anymore. You barely get a 2,000 square foot house for the same price you're paying right now.
You have to step down.
Yeah. And so when you don't have the inventory out there and nobody's moving, prices stay elevated.
Yeah, makes total sense. Well, I know you guys are a great partner with the Okatoma Festival and just a great member of the business community here, and we congratulate you on your very long-term success.
Yeah, I've been here quite a while. I've been with the bank 25, and the bank's been around here a little over 100 years. Plan on staying around.
Enjoyed talking to you, Sam. Have a great festival tomorrow.
All right. Thank you so much.
Folks, it is top of the hour. That means Fox News, SuperTalk News. When we return, it's David Culpepper, Marketing Director, Covington County Hospital.